Yes. Yes, yeah.
What was it like to wear the costumes in the movie?
What was it like to wear the costumes in the movie?
I thoroughly enjoyed mine, but the stick that the ladies did, I'm sure they'll tell you about grueling boot skirts, etc.
Well, I mean, for me as an actor, and I suppose this is obvious, I mean, the more disguise in a way, the easier it is for me to enter into the character. So the wig, the makeup, the wardrobe, the voice, the accent, whatever it is, I think it's an aid in a way to take you one step further away from who you are, who you were when you walked in there that morning into the makeup trailer or into the, your dressing room or whatever. And it just helps you get one step closer to the character. So, I mean, I enjoy that process. I like the costumes, I like the wigs, I like the whole, if I could have a hump and a big nose, that would help.
I don't have anything more intelligent to say.
Yes.
I have a question for Tom. How does it feel working on this set to Harry Potter?
The question is transitioning to Harry Potter.
They're very similar, in fact. It was obviously well apart. It was nice to work with such a relatively small cast and crew versus the sort of hundreds they had walking around Hogwarts. So it was fantastic. It was nice to get a chance to have a couple of weeks rehearsals that Charlie just mentioned, that we had a chance to sort of really go through it and enjoy it. I found it a much more immersive experience, a lot quicker. We shot it in six weeks, is that right? 6-7 weeks, which is, 6-7 months is usually what we used to go on for Harry Potter, so it was a pleasant relief to get through it so swiftly.
Is there a question from the balcony, perhaps? Yes.
Hi, my name is Alex Pack. Hi, Charlie. Thank you for coming. Pardon? Is your wife here? No, she's taking care of the kids. We went to school together. This movie reminded me so much of one of Jessica's earliest films, The Postman Always Rings Twice. It's a very classic story of love, murder, and regrets, and eventually suicide, I guess. But what was it about this story that made you want it to be your first project?
It's there's something about choices that we make, and the wrong choices that we make, and the wrong choices that we make out of passion, and where that leads you. And that kept me coming back to the book and to the play. That was the primary thing. The other thing was that it's a story where you start rooting for one person, and then that changes, and it changes again, and it changes again. And that's pretty rare in a script. Usually page 2 is like, you're going to root for this person, and you root for one person the whole way through. And I like how in this story that switches, changes. And so I think it presents a lot of challenges for me and for these guys too.
Can I just add to that? Because I don't know if you're aware of this, but James M. Cain based Postman when he wrote the book on Zola's Therese Raquin.
Grandfather.
Yeah.
I think I have time for one more. Yes.
It's been a while since I read this book years ago, and I remember it as a tragedy, and yet you brought a lot of humor into it. Was that intentional, or did that come as a move as you were filming?
No, it was intentional. Yeah, it's a very dark story, and it was intentional in the casting too. Matt Lucas, and Shirley Henderson, and these people who have these actors who have this amazing talent in this area with dark comedy, and these three too. That was really crucial. That we couldn't let that slide. We had to find a way to dial that up, lean into it where we could.
Was that to make it more friendly for the audience, or?
No, for me, it's to make it more enjoyable for me. I mean, I love watching these actors work, and so for me, that sort of darker comedy always resonates. And I think of, Polanski's film Rosemary's Baby and the neighbors, and Ruth Gordon, and that inspired a lot with what was going on with the domino players. That kind of off, quirky, strange, inappropriate things. When Matt Lucas says to Jessica's character, you just should imagine him gone. Just gone. I love that.
I think that wraps it up, guys. Thank you so much.